How you doing? I'm Kevin E. Holdren, and I'm here today to show you how to play beginner guitar. And the way I teach it is a very simple way. The way I teach it is so that anybody pretty much at any age from 5 to 80 will be able to play it, all right, play the guitar, and get playing right away, because you want to get playing right away. A lot of people want to play chords, they want to get going and play something maybe for their family or something around the campfire or whatever. So it's a good way to get started on playing guitar. First thing I teach a student, no matter what age, I start to go through the anatomy of the guitar, like I said, the anatomy of the body. So I tell them, all right, this is the headstock up here, all right, these are the tuners, and this is the nut. Then I'll ask them to repeat it. So you would repeat it with me. Headstock, tuners, nut. Headstock, tuners, nut. Headstock, tuners, nut. And I'll have them do that about 10 times. All right. Then we'll move down up to here. And I'll tell them, don't worry about the strings. All right. Only worry about this. This is what I tell them is called the fret bar. The spaces in between are called frets. And I'll have them count it. And what you do is make them use the language. All right. You have to use the language. You have to say first fret. All right. So for instance, it'll go like this: first fret, second fret, third fret, fourth fret, fifth fret, sixth fret, seventh fret, eighth fret, ninth fret, 10th fret, 11th fret, and 12th fret. I make them stop at the 12th fret. And the reason for that, I ask them what the identifying mark is there, and they always tell me 2 dots. So they know, you always know you're at the 12th fret, right? And I have them repeat that about 5 more times. Then I tell them, this is not the first string, right? But this is the first string, okay? Because a lot of people get confused because it looks like this is the first one coming down, all right? But this is the first string. So they have the pick in their hand already, and they'll go pick it out. First string, second string, third string, fourth string, fifth string, and sixth string. And it's important that they use the language. First string, second string, third string, fourth string, fifth string, sixth string. Use the fret language. First fret, second fret, third fret, and so forth. Then after that, I'll have them hold up their left hand. And I'll ask them what this finger is. And they'll say point your finger normally. I'll say no, first finger. So they go first, second, third, fourth. First, second, third, fourth. First, second, third, fourth. First, second, third, fourth. And sometimes I do little tricks with them. Fourth, second, third, first. And it's good to work it because everything is about muscle memory. Repetition and muscle memory. So after that, I would tell them to do this simply. All right, I tell them to take their second finger, all right, and to take it and put it on the 3rd fret, in which they'll go 1, 2, 3. And I tell them to put it on the 6th string, and they'll count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll tell them to use the tip of their finger and keep it there. Then I say, use your first finger and put it on the 2nd fret, 5th string. So they'll go 1, 2, and they'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and they're there. And I tell them, stay there and don't move. All right. Then I'll tell them to take their 3rd finger and put it on the 3rd fret, and they'll on the 1st string, and they'll go 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 1st string, and they'll put this one right here. Then I'll tell them to strum all of them, and they'll go, and what you have a G chord. So it's about numbers, all right? So, and they'll say, well, how do you strum? Well, I'll say, this is what I ask them, have you ever burned your hand before, like on a hot plate or something like that, like your right hand? I said, yes. They'll say, yes, or something like that, or something to that effect. Usually, yeah, kids do that. I say, what did you do at first? They'll go, like that. I say, no, what do you do usually? They go, like this. I say, well, do that. And I tell them to do this right here. Whoops. And I tell them to go. And they'll usually go like this. Like you burn your hand going like this. Ow! All right, so you're going. And the way I make them remember the G chord is, say they're there, I say, now, I want you to strum it like this, stop, come down here, tap, tap, and come back. Tap, tap, come back. Because it's all about muscle memory. Tap, tap, come back. Now, it's not going to be like that at first because the fingers are new to this, so what's going to happen is that it's going to be like a giraffe being born. If you've ever seen one of those, their legs are trying to get out from under them, and it's the same thing with their fingers, and eventually they'll get it where they are moving it, and they're going to keep going like they've earned their hand. So they get playing pretty much right away. And that's basically how I get a guitar student started. This is Kevin E. Holdren. Thank you very much.